well stocked. Shit, I killed the light. Hey guys, I am on holiday, I guess. I'm visiting family. So while I'm here, I really want to try and get some reading done. I did read on the train yesterday. I started Now She Is Witch by Kirsty Logan, but that's not for this vlog. That's just a general book that I wanted to read. So yeah, I didn't even bring my book down this morning that I was supposed to start because I've brought my laptop down instead. I hear a whinny. Puppy. A puppy. Hello. Come here. Hello. This is Winnie. She is my parents' border collie. She's gorgeous, but I've been downstairs 10 minutes and she's like been trying to get me to play with her the whole time. And I'm like, I got what to do before everyone comes down, so no. You're very cute, but no. But yeah, she's gorgeous. I love her so much. So you will see some footage. I don't know how many chatty bits I'm going to do over the next 5 days, but what I'm going to do is after this chatty bit, I'm just going to show footage from my trip and enjoy. So the only book for this vlog that I brought with me is The Holiday Escape by Heidi Swain. I chose that one because the first Heidi Swain book I read was when I was travelling to visit my parents, and I just thought it would be kind of fitting to, you know, that was at Christmas a couple of years ago, so it would be fitting to do a summer one in summer. It would be good to do a summer one in summer. So I've brought that with me. So I'll be trying to read that throughout the next few days, as well as getting some bits done for Adventure-a-thon, as well as spending time with parents, as well as prepping and helping out with the funeral for my stepmom's mother, because that's on Monday and it's now Saturday. So we shall see. Enjoy! You look like a kid in a giant playpen. Mm-hmm.
Some may never come, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind. I'm drenched in sunshine and good times, changing the station with an open mind. I don't wanna sound selfish, but I'm not coming back. The highs of your touch like vertigo, it's a fight or flight rush, no way to take it slow. Got me feeling like I could breathe in space, in space. Some may never come, road trips and shotguns, sunshine on my skin, smile is kicking in, vibes are in the air, jumping everywhere, endless nights, 'cause summer's on my mind. Someday never comes. Road trips and shotgun. Sunshine on my skin. Smile is kicking in. Vibes are in the air. Jumping everywhere. Endless nights. 'Cause summer's on my mind.
Okay, I've read the first chapter. I'm fine with the fact that this character, Ali, to escape from the family home for a bit, she's booked a last minute holiday to Barcelona, and I'm fine with the fact that she's done that. And she has this thing that when she goes on holiday, she creates this whole different, she becomes somebody else. She forgets that she's Ali for the week and she just becomes a new person with a different background, a different life. And that's what she sort of leads with. If she hooks up with anyone, it's a one and done. She doesn't follow up. So I'm fine with that. But the thing I don't like is that part of what she does with that is change her name and gives herself a fake identity. And I'm like, you could still be Ali and just have different versions of you. Hello, puppy. Not the face. I've told you multiple times. Not your face. Beautiful girl. She is so cute. I can't deal. And it's kind of like she's just got on the flight. Normally she's headphones in, ignore everybody around her so she doesn't get stuck talking to people she doesn't want to talk to. And her co-flight companions on this one are a nun and this really hot guy. His name's Logan, which is one of my favourite names. So I'm like, I love the name already. And yeah, it's just kind of like he's on a break before a big work project coming up, so he's just taking some R&R before that happens. She's on a break to try and get away from her family home for a little bit before the busy summer period kicks in. And so yeah, she's sort of introduced herself to him as Flora, who is actually her best friend. And I'm like, you could have just told him your name, because obviously that's going to be a conflict later on in the book and it's going to cause tension when he finds out who she really is, and it's going to be like, oh, but we had sex and all of this, because they haven't yet, but you know they're going to. I'm kind of 50-50 on this right now, but I am only 12 pages in. So, you know, and it is only 6:30 in the morning. So, you know, my brain is still not quite woken up. I've been awake for an hour. And yeah, I've just sort of making the most of the cold of the early morning. So I'm just making the most of the nice cool breeze and everything until everyone gets up and everything gets busy, because we need to prep for some stuff for tomorrow. And yeah, it's going to be a busy day. So I'm just chilling, relaxing and getting some bits done. I've got this, I'm going to read a couple more chapters of this, and then I'm probably going to do some Adventure-a-thon prep, because I started that yesterday and I've been like, I wanted to make that a priority while I was here, you know, because I've not got other distractions like my video games and stuff. I can just sort of sit and focus on that when I've got downtime. Good morning, Bubby. Good morning. Hey, yo. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Winnie. Hello, Winnie. Hello, good morning, good girl. It is 2 days later, and I haven't read anything since then because it's been busy. And yesterday was the funeral. That was a really beautiful service. Today, I've just, all I want to do is sleep, but it's already 9 o'clock and I need to get up. So, I got to page 160. I am enjoying this. It is great. I like that it didn't end up being super spicy like I thought it was going to be. It is fade to black closed door, and I was like, that's all I need, that's great. I'm really enjoying the characters. I kind of feel like Logan has I kind of feel like Logan has forgiven Ali and kind of just been like, yeah, I get it, like a bit quicker than I would have thought he would have in that situation. What are you doing, puppy? Hey, yo. So, you know, I was a bit like, really, realistically, would he have forgiven her as quickly as he did, and just whatever. But yeah, I'm still really liking the characters. I am finding the thing that I love with Heidi Swain's books is how she writes about community, and how she writes, because like in this one it's got the core family, but they run a business and it's all about the people around them, and they've got like the sort of workshops and things where the people running the workshops are coming in, and it looks at all the different guests, but not in super detail. But I just love how everyone interacts with each other and how it builds this like really lovely community. And I just love how she writes that kind of sense of community and belonging. She's found a ball. Winnie, pigeon! Anyway. You got your ball? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Okay. She's so cute. I want a puppy. So, sorry, I will focus on the reading and the book. I am enjoying it. The romance itself, it's a very kind of gentle build-up. It's not like uber dramatic. It's not like you've got Logan has booked the apartment that they've just built or renovated, and he's lost a family member, and the family member was like, I'd love you to go down to Devon, and was it Dorset? I can't remember. It's one of those two counties, but so he's sort of staying and going to all these different places that his uncle loved, and he's asked Ali to show him where they are. And they've kind of agreed to go back to just sort of being friends, but you can tell there is still a spark there, so it's not going to take long before it. And then there's also the side story where Ali was due to, after university, she was going to go off to move to Barcelona and work in like something to do with history and museums and things like that. But because her mum passed away very suddenly and unexpectedly, she instead stayed to help her dad with the business, which is something she'd promised her mum she would do. And it's kind of like, she doesn't love the place. She has never felt that magic that everybody else seems to feel, so she's just desperate to get away. And now that everything's kind of finally settled and everything, all the renovations have been finished, everything's fallen into routine, her best friend Flora's like, right, this is the time for you to now go. So do this last summer and then start putting into motion plans to go and do that, and you know, your dad will understand. You can't just, you know, give up your entire life. But then Logan is kind of like saying that he's thinking of leaving the city to come and live in a place like this. So it's going to be really interesting, because I'm like, is it going to be that she ends up realising how much she does love this place and decides to stay? What are you doing? Hi. What are you doing? She discovered a new game yesterday where she takes her ball, she lifts this, and then she hides the ball under it, and then she goes crazy trying to find it. It's so funny. Yes, it is. You're funny. You're funny. You beautiful girl, but you're funny. Ball, ball. Bear with. was elegant. So yeah, I'm really interested to find out, is she going to eventually realise the magic and are like she and Logan going to end up staying or maybe even buying the place and running it as a family together? Is she going to convince Logan to go with her and they're going to move to Barcelona together? I'm really interested to see what's going to happen. But like I said, I really love how Heidi Swain writes things, and you can tell she loves arts and crafts, because in The Winter Garden it revolved around opening the garden and doing a series of workshops, and it was talking about all the different plants and flowers and all the activities. And in this one it's done the same with like doing watercolours and things like that. And it always, like both books now, when I've read them, I've wanted to get crafty and do something creative or find if there's any courses nearby. So I feel like she's really good at doing that. And oh, I will say one of my favourite characters is the parrot. They have a parrot that they inherited with the place. And when he's on his good behaviour, he's fine. But there was one point he said something to one of the guests that was so bad. She didn't even write it. So it was like, wow. Big, mean parrot. But he's also really funny and sassy, and I love him. Anyway, I'm gonna try and get some reading. I'm the first one to come down. I think people are awake. It's just that yesterday was a very heavy day, and then there was some kind of heavy drinking afterwards. So I think there's like, and my dad decided it ran at like 11 o'clock at night to go for a walk with the dog, and had to be chaperoned because yeah, we were like, you're not going on your own, that's not happening. Oh, actually I want to show you guys something. My step grandmother loved her jewellery, and rings in particular, and so she had like this little thing full of rings, and my stepmom was like, she would love it if you took one. So I got this ring. There we go. I got this ring, and it's called a poisoner's ring because when I do this, it opens. It has like a little chamber in it, and it's so cute, and I love the colour. I don't tend to wear big jewellery very often, but it's a really nice little ring to put on. It's just nice to have like a little token to remember her by. And that was really sweet and really lovely. Anyway, I want to try and get some reading done before everyone comes down, which means I'm going to pick up my book now and someone's going to come in. But I'll give you an update when I have one. I'll probably be back home before I have the next update. I will admit, I wish this was like my permanent backdrop, because how beautiful is all this? I just love it so much. But yeah, I will catch you all up on the next update.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Bye, Johnny.
The moonlight, the summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay young forever. We'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
Oh my god.
Good girl.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure. But one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be One day I'll be yours. One day I'll be yours. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure. But one day I'll be yours. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure. But one day I'll be yours.
As you may or may not be able to tell, I'm home. There is just always something about going away for a few days, even if it's just for a quick break. There is just something about that that just reinvigorates, refreshes. I've come home, I'm feeling kind of motivated. I'm feeling like I want to get stuff done. I also came home to a Shein haul and that is awesome. I now have a couple of new things and I think between the things that I bought while I was away and the things that have come through Shein over the last couple of months, I think I'm now Australia ready, bar a couple of things that I might buy when I'm over there. But I think I'm Australia ready, which is exciting. But yeah, one of the things that I got were these nails from Shein and just look how cute these are. They're like little strawberries and daisies. It's really hard for me though to get nails that fit. I have to like cut them down and they don't always come out well, but it's just something, you know. But as you can tell possibly from that last clip or from one of those clips, I did complete the Holiday Escape by Heidi Swain. Haven't yet run it through Corpile, but I'm sitting on it being a 4-star, which makes 2 of her books now either a 4 or 4.5. I had a couple of niggles with it, like some things I felt were a bit rushed, some things I felt needed a bit more spreading out. But on the whole, I had a really good time. Like I've said, I really love the sense of community and spirit that Heidi Swain brings in. I also really liked that I thought right back at the start, I thought I knew where it was going to end. And even though in a way it did end how I expected it, and a couple of the things I thought, I think this, it did make me second guess whether or not it was going to go that route, and then it did. But the fact that she managed to write it in a way that it had me kind of second guessing my theory and it had me wondering if maybe I'd got it wrong, I really liked that because I was like, that was great. For a minute, it kind of made me think maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I really like the friendships in this. I like the sort of casual relationships in it, and the romance was actually like the least important bit, I think, because it kind of like, I feel like they actually spent more of the book not in a relationship than they did romantically linked. and there was quite a lot where they weren't even on the page together. So even though, yes, I did enjoy the romance, I liked that it wasn't like the only thing the book was about, and it actually felt more towards the family and community and the actual business side of things than it did the relationship, and I really, really loved that. July has been a rough month. This is the first book I've finished in July, and it is currently the 24th. So that tells you how things have been going for me at the minute. Not great. But I am just very, very quickly going to give you all a sneak peek of, I got a book haul when I was away. As always, the Mansfield charity shops always seem to come through for books for me. And, you know, in Tamworth, I might pick up 3 books in a year. In Mansfield, in one visit, I picked up 13 or 10. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I picked up 10 in a weekend. So adding the book that my dad borrowed that gave back, and adding the books that I took with me, I had 14 books to carry back. My suitcase leaving here was 11 kilos, coming back was 21 kilos. It was insane. But I just picked up Dating Dr. Dill, got this for £1, thought I'd give it a try. One of the charity shops, the books were 4 for £1. 1 is a reread, 2 I've never read and I've never read this author, 1 I will not read, but I thought the money's gone to the charity, now I'm going to put it up on Vinted and, you know, put some money towards the Australia fund, and that is Loathe to Love You by Ali Hazelwood. I don't plan on reading this, but, you know, I'm going to resell it. And then I got 2 Tessa Baileys that, I've never seen these Tessa Baileys before, and they're both kind of relating to renovation and construction and things, and I am finding that I'm really enjoying books that sort of surround that. So yeah. And then the 4th one that I got there was just the flat share. It's nice to have a copy that I can put on the shelves. And then I went into a charity shop where they had I'm not kidding you, they must have had 30 or 40 indie self-published books. Clearly someone local has got a big collection of indie books and has donated a bunch of them. And I was just like mind blown, because you guys know how, you know how expensive those get. And certainly one of these, when I looked up what their prices would be if I'd bought them online, it was like £17-18, and I got it for £1, and I was like, what? But the ones that I picked up, we have Forsaken Thrones by L.L. Stiles, A Murder of Saints by Chris Miller, and this is the one that I was saying was like £18 new, and I got it for £1. Seeking Eternity by Meg M. Robinson. Let's see if I can get a slightly better picture for you without all the shiny. There we go. Then a hardback for another £1, which is Sacred Scars by Keely Hargis. Like that one, I think the cover is stunning. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Just, oh. And then the final one, which is the one that I'm probably most excited for, is a contemporary romance called Infuriating by Only James. And I didn't realise this was book 4 until I got home, and even though it says right there that it's the 4th book, I didn't pick up on that. So I contacted the author and I was like, hey, do you need to read these in order, or can I read them separately? And she was like, you can read them separately, just bear in mind that it will mention couples and people from previous books, so but there's no spoilers or anything. So yeah, pretty good haul, I think. And I've definitely worked out that my suitcase, I have a 25 kilo allowance when I go to Australia, and I've worked out that basically when I reach the point that I literally cannot lift the or I can barely lift the suitcase anymore and I'm breaking my back, that's where to stop, and it's still under the weight limit. So yeah, I think I'm going to be good. But yeah, it feels like, most of my clothing's sorted. I felt very summery, very girly at points this week. And it was really lovely because like no one made a big deal out of it. Like my stepmom, when I got there on Friday, I was wearing this really lovely dress. She mentioned that I looked really nice, but she didn't make any kind of comments or make any big deal out of the fact that I was wearing a dress, and that was really lovely. I liked that she really encouraged me to try new styles, and she was like really helping to hype me up. She was also very honest, like there were a couple of dresses I wasn't sure and she looked at and went, no. And I was like, yeah, I thought so. But yeah, we had a really lovely time despite the events that were happening. And I'm glad to be home because I am just kind of a bit shattered. It's like just gone 9 o'clock at night right now. I'm literally gonna... It's 9 o'clock at night right now. I've got an episode of Supernatural. I'm gonna watch that and then I'm just gonna go to bed. It's been a very long few days, but yeah. Hopefully I can get some more reading done tomorrow. If it's not raining like it has been since I got home, then maybe I'll go out and do something tomorrow. But I know the weather is due to drop back down into like, it's been sort of 25, 26 the last couple of days, but it's due to drop back down again, sort of 2019, and go back to raining. But I'm hoping we can have a couple more nice days so I can go out to the lakes. That would be great to do some lakeside reading while I'm doing this vlog. But we shall see. Anyway, I've been talking for far too long. I'm gonna go.